They have a saying, treat the janitor the same way you treat the CEO. And that's right, because they both are working together to produce an outcome or produce a result. So you treat them both the same because they are in it for the same reasons. But there's a major difference in responsibility. What do I mean by that? The janitor is assigned to sweep the floor, make sure the building is smelling good, take out the trash, things of that nature. Those are his only assignments. The boss is responsible for making sure that he do the assignment and everybody else in the building does the assignment. If the trash not taken out, if the hallway isn't clean, it's the boss's fault. Listen to what I'm saying. If the janitor doesn't do his job, it's the boss's fault. And not only if that janitor doesn't do the work, if the accountant don't do the work, doesn't do the books right, or doesn't do that, or if anybody else in any department doesn't do it correctly or is not done right, it falls on the boss, and that gives him the most responsibility. So hey, man, we back in the building, man. It's your boy, CEO Hockley. I'm right back at you with another one. And today we having a discussion between what's the difference between being a boss and being a worker. And which one are you? Are you the boss or are you the worker? Once again, man, thanks for tapping into the show, man. Everybody that's tuning in, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, and leave a comment in the comment section, man. Let me know if you like what I'm saying, if you don't like what I'm saying, what information I'm leaving out, what information I may need to go into depth on. Let's have a conversation in the comment box, man. With that being said, let's get right into it, man. So today, topic is the age-old argument: are you a worker or are you a boss? And just to be honest with you, they are two sides of the same coin. Point blank, period. Well, what do you mean by that? Exactly what I'm saying. They two sides of the same coin. You know, you can't be a good boss without being a good worker first. Yeah, it's the same way. Are you a soldier or are you a general? Hey, you can't be a good general unless you was a good soldier. And that's just how it works. Point blank, period. Boss is the evolution of a worker. A general is the evolution of a soldier. You just don't become a general or you just don't become a boss. That's not how it works. So with that being said, now that we have understanding that it's two sides of the same coin, let's explore the different sides. All right, let's start with a boss, right? On the coin side of being a boss. On the coin side of being a boss, one of the things that makes you a boss is that you have you have all the responsibilities. All the responsibilities are yours. Well, what do you mean by that? So they have a saying, treat the janitor the same way you treat the CEO. And that's right, because they both are working together to produce an outcome or produce a result. So you treat them both the same because they are in it for the same reasons. But there's a major difference in responsibility. What do I mean by that? The janitor is assigned to sweep the floor, make sure the building is smelling good, take out the trash, things of that nature. Those are his only assignments. The boss is responsible for making sure that he do the assignment and everybody else in the building does the assignment. If the trash not taken out, if the hallway isn't clean, it's the boss's fault. Listen to what I'm saying. If the janitor doesn't do his job, it's the boss's fault. And not only if that janitor doesn't do the work, if the accountant don't do the work, doesn't do the books right, or doesn't do that, or if anybody else in any department doesn't do it correctly or is not done right, it falls on the boss, and that gives him the most responsibility. So that in itself right there, if you don't have all the responsibility, you ain't the boss. That's not bad. What does that mean? Oh man, that means you are lesser than anybody else. No, that just means point blank, period. You not the boss. You ain't the coach. You ain't the main person. You ain't the person with all the responsibilities. You are just a person with fewer responsibilities, but you're still important because you on the team. See, that's what we get caught up at. Yo, man, I ain't no worker. I ain't working. Listen, bro, we all workers at the end of the day. Okay. Now, that's the flip side. Let's go to the worker side. If you a worker, you perform a duty, you do one aspect of the whole thing, you are the quarterback, you are the running back, you are the punter. You do an aspect of the job that requires your expertise or your skill, depending on what you actually doing. That's what makes you a worker. You do an aspect of the job, not the whole job. Once again, you do an aspect of the job, not the whole job. Nothing wrong with being a worker, bro. We all workers. We all play our part. Just one person or a group of people are responsible for the whole part. And that is the separation of the coin. Okay, another aspect of it, if you are the owner, now forget the boss. If you are the owner, which is a form of being a boss, you make sure everybody else eat. This is what I'm saying, before you. An aspect of being a boss is making sure everybody on the team eats before you. Everybody get fed first. You get fed last. See, that's the part the worker doesn't understand. That's the other side of the coin the worker never gets. Why? He's used to getting his check every 2 weeks, or every week, or every day, or every month, however it is. The worker is used to having that check, knowing his time, knowing how much he getting paid an hour, making sure the paycheck lines up. That's all he care about. He don't care about the worker being paid. I mean, not the worker, his co-worker's check, or the boss's check. He's not concerned with that. He just makes sure his money right. So that right there tells you what you are. You're a worker, and there's nothing wrong with that. Hey, you have an aspect of the job that you're really good at, and you get paid for it. And some people get paid nicely for it. Listen, it's multi-million-dollar workers. There's nothing wrong with that. See, oh, you don't want to be a worker when it's a janitor, right? But you want to be a worker when it's a job like being a boss, or being a not a boss, being a doctor. You know, you willing to work when it's a high-paying job. Oh, man, they pay me $30 an hour to work up here, so I'm cool with it. Oh, they pay me $80 an hour to work up here, so I'm cool with it, right? That's when you appreciate the job, because it gives you all this. But it's the same thing as anybody else. It just get paid more. Again, the payment doesn't make you a boss. The responsibility does. If you're not responsible for the whole thing, if everything, if it falls apart, if it goes up, doesn't fall on you, then you're not the boss. That's just as simple as that. That's how that works. Hey, if you get paid for an aspect of doing the job, and you feel like it's fair, or you feel like it's handsome, or you feel like it's enough for what you contribute, then hey, you're a worker, and be fine with that. But there's no competing amongst the two. They work together, bro. They work together. And that's just the reality of that scenario and that situation. Hopefully, I done brought some clarity. I done explained that enough the way you could get it, to where you could understand. And on that note, we're going to conclude the video right there. Man, it's your boy, CEO Hockley. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment. Comment down below. Tell me why you a boss. Tell me why you a worker. Give your opinion so we can share information, and people reading the comment section can have a better understanding. Maybe it's some things I missed out on. Maybe it's some things I should have explained more in detail. But hey, leave me a comment. Let me know. Also, before we go, if you made it to the end of this video, right, and you really enjoy and like my content, and you'd like to get my content before it go on YouTube, text the word salute to the number on the screen. Again, text the word salute to the number on the screen. This is my text messaging service. It's free of charge. When you text me, you do not have to pay for it. There's no paying for this. I'm going to send you my videos before I put them on YouTube. An hour, 30 minutes, maybe a day before they go up on YouTube, and you get them first. So again, if you appreciate this content and you like me doing these videos, text the word salute to your number on the screen. With that being said, I'm CEO Hockley, and I'm checking out, man. Thanks for tapping in. Count up. It's 4-9.